Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Nice to see you. I am Brian Jurgens, known as Brian Schyler or the Governor, and this is my good friend Murph.
Hey, everybody.
And the Magic Tones. And Murph and I, of course, are coming to you from Chicago Style Podcast, our favorite place in the world here at CineCity, downtown Chicago, Illinois, with an S. That's, is that Western Ogden, kind of? Right? Is that?
Yeah.
That's the area?
14th and Western.
14th. Ooh.
Yep.
Mr. Magellan knows exactly where he is.
That's right.
Well, folks, that's Murph's job to know where he is. It's also my job to not know where I'm at, or I wouldn't be here. Now, would I? Murph and I love doing the Chicago podcast for you guys. Chicago Style Podcast.
Yeah, it's a Chicago podcast.
Style Podcast. Anyway, we love doing it because we're trying to bring you the finest in entertainment, sports, restaurants, movies, anything Chicago related, including Becca, pizza, and hot dogs.
That's right.
Or anything else known as Chicago. Chicago movies like who's the guy who did John Hughes, right? And he did Home Alone.
Yep. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Did he do Risky Business? That might have been somebody else.
I don't think so. Yeah.
But that is another Chicago movie, right?
It is.
Right. And we found out that also our good friend Dr. Paul Petrangaro is here also doing not the Chicago Style Podcast, but his own. Does he have a name for it, Giancarlo? No, right. It's just educated guy who doesn't contact his friends when he's in Chicago. That's the name of the show. That's what it really is, right? You know, if you go to Northwestern and you end up at Loyola running around Lakeshore Drive all day, then you don't call your paisans. You don't call your homies. You don't call guys with big beards and big caps.
But we caught him in the parking lot. He was trying to escape.
Take it easy, buddy.
Now, we don't want to.
Yeah, we seen him. We seen him, as we say. We talked to him, okay?
So he's going to be on our podcast. We're going to be on his podcast.
You thought that Rico Benny's was under the highway. Wait till we see Dr. Paul, my friend, okay? But anyway, we're happy to be here, and we do have a list of topics, or as we just called them, a list of toppings.
List of topics.
A list of topics, and we don't like to have less than 3 topics on our pizza, or less than, wow, I can't even talk, less than 3 beautiful topics on our show.
Yes.
Which would usually be black olives, sausage, and mushroom.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. Do you want to talk about that? I don't.
No.
Well, not immediately. I mean, I'm getting hungry thinking about it.
Right.
Are you getting hungry?
Well, I did. I actually had that for lunch today.
You did have pizza for lunch today.
I did.
You see that? And that's a beautiful thing for the Chicago Style Podcast.
That's right.
To be involved in is any kind of pizza product.
Yes,
that's right.
It was a pan pizza.
Ooh,
and a deep dish.
A pan and a deep dish at the same.
I cut them in half, and I had one of each.
Oh, I cut them in half.
One big slice. It was delicious.
One big slice.
Correct.
You had one. So you took the entire pizza.
So there's 2 big pieces.
So this is geometry.
Right.
Right. This is math.
So I cut each piece in half and put 2 pieces to this side, and I put 2 pieces on my plate.
As Chevy Chase.
Like 1 piece.
Yeah, wow. So you fit it together.
Correct.
So you're doing something we like to call origami.
I believe so.
You just remember when you were a kid and the girls always had the little, my mother said that you are the best one and you are not it.
What I made was called fatigami. Because you took 2 pieces.
Wait a minute.
And to get fatter, you needed to take both slices of pizza to eat.
So you're saying
yes.
If you do Jenga your pizza,
correct,
that it becomes fatigami.
Yes, fatigami.
And that's not served at like a Japanese establishment.
I don't believe yet.
No, right. But when I was a little kid, they called that playing with your food. And my mom was like, whoosh.
Yes.
Right, sure.
It's
don't
true.
Play with your food. What are you going to do about it, Mom?
Right.
Uh-oh. right before you know it, you're in trouble.
But then all of a sudden you're getting SpaghettiOs with letters in it.
SpaghettiOs, Chef Boyardee.
Right?
Chef
Boyardee.
Was he an actual chef? Do you think that Chef Boyardee was an actual chef?
I think it was based on a real guy.
A real guy with a real hat.
Yes.
So, I mean, Chef Boyardee, you put the guy in a can.
Correct.
Right? Or a label. You put him on a label.
And then on a can.
Yes. And you grow to trust this person. Now, is that an Italian name, Boyardee? It's just a boy and an R and then D-E-E, right?
Yes.
I don't know if that's actual Italian nomenclature. I'm not sure.
Probably not.
I
think that's advertising.
I'm getting agita just thinking about Chef Boyardee's name. Oh, I'm getting a little edge over here. Especially in Chicago, because now many people will say you're not supposed to walk into like a Pizza Hut or a Domino's, especially if you're a connoisseur. I think that's French. A connoisseur of Italian food. It's kind of a symbiotic oddity that you would be a connoisseur of Italian food.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, the chef, Boyardee, maybe wasn't quite Italian food. But when you're a kid, you can't really get into like, chicken piccata
No.
or, right? No.
No. Kids are into his Halloween.
Balsamic. Kids are into Halloween, and Halloween's coming up, buddy.
Because you can tell you go into the grocery
The
store.
almighty Halloween.
All of a sudden, you just see candy, you see skeletons.
Skeletons.
And it's August, and I love it.
It's August, and they've already got the next by the way, Giancarlo, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that Halloween is the largest holiday of the year.
It could be.
Is that right? And now it shouldn't be. We should all be respectful of course, of Christmas, and we're checking into it right now. But I heard financially that Halloween is the number one seller of candy corn.
Well, nope, it is not the largest holiday in the world.
Who says
it's
who?
New Year's Eve is.
New Year's Eve. Well, because it's all over the world.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's cheating.
Yeah.
Right.
And it says Christmas. Billions.
Okay, Christmas. I understand.
Right.
We've spread Christmas around.
It's okay. We can make 2025 the year of Halloween.
We can make 2025 the year of Halloween.
Let's beat New Year's and Christmas this year.
Wow. Can we beat New Year's and Christmas?
Maybe not this year.
Well, we can if we try.
We can keep trying.
The thing about Halloween in Chicago is you take your kids trick-or-treating, or if you're a kid, you go trick-or-treating without your parents because you want to get all the candy without your parents having to separate it.
Correct.
Right? Because if you're a good parent, you're like, no, yes, no, yes, no. And you sit there a prisoner in your own house staring at your parents, separating your candy, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like it's a Clint Eastwood movie. Right? It's like, let's see, an apple. You can have that. And you're like, I can have, well, can I? I can have an apple? How nice of you.
I don't know if they're giving out apples anymore.
Maybe they're not giving out apples anymore.
Right.
You think so?
Yeah.
What about candy corn? Those are made by Brock's, right? The little, it's like the little tri-colored candy.
Whatever's the most sealed in the package.
I used to stuff like 15 candy corn in my teeth, and then I just have candy corn teeth, right?
Yeah.
And that's the way, fangs?
Yeah, the fangs.
They're fangs.
Well, you made them into fangs.
I made them into fangs, but they were originally candy corn. They've morphed. They've Murphed.
Hey, wait a
minute.
I can't all of a sudden.
Wait a minute. You can't Murph your candy corn into teeth. And speaking of teeth, right back to Dr. Paul Pietrangelo.
Here we go.
The man, the myth,
doctor.
the legend. And really, if he is a man and a myth and a legend, maybe he's just a myth because he's like a Bigfoot. He just appears in Chicago and vanishes.
He does have very Sasquatch qualities, too.
He does have Sasquatch qualities. Yeah. It's always grainy film. Yep. Was it him?
Yeah.
Are you sure you saw it? It's from far away.
He's always taking off right before we get there. He's always leaving early.
Right. You ever seen, you ever been, speaking of Chicago, Illinois, you ever been to the Chicago Art Institute, which was going to be one of your topics today, by the way. I saw that.
Yeah.
And now Chicago Art Institute has beautiful paintings by all the Grand Masters. Are they called Grand Masters? Maybe it's just Masters. So. Yeah, the Dutch Masters. Sorry. They have the cheap cigars, right?
Yep.
Dutch Masters. Anyway, these masters who make these beautiful paintings, one of them is Monet. Right, he's French Impressionist painting.
Claude, I believe.
Claude.
Yes,
did you really just Claude?
Was it Monet?
Monet.
No, it's Monet.
That's when you open up a nice bottle of Monet.
Monet.
But Claude Monet also painted Impressionist paintings, and when you look at them from far away, they look like something. But if you get up close, it's just this muddy harangue of different paints and colors, right?
Right.
That's what Dr. Paul looks like when he's practicing to be a Bigfoot or he's Sasquatch.
When you get closer to him, he's just all muddly.
It's all right. You're not sure. Was that Paul? We're not sure because he was in the studio, then he wasn't. Stan, by the way, the owner of CineCity, here in beautiful downtown Chicago, by the way, great staff, great facility.
Yes,
I mean,
100%.
Amazing.
Everyone here is amazing.
Wow. And you see so many big stars and celebrities walking through the hallways at any time. I saw the guy from Karate Kid here a couple of weeks ago, right? And I heard Common was here for his own birthday party.
That's right.
That's right. And Common was a rapper, is a rapper. He's going to get mad at me for saying that. But and not only was he a rapper, he's a fantastic artist, musician,
poet.
And by the way, one heck of an actor, right? You want to check him out in American Gangster with Denzel Washington, our favorite.
Right.
I think Denzel's maybe the best actor on the planet at this particular time. I know a lot of people are like, no, it's Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm a
You
Nick
know,
Cage guy myself.
Did I ever? Nick Cage.
Cage
Nicholas
can
Cage.
do no wrong.
Moonstruck.
in
Snap
my
out
book.
of it. Now, Con Air.
Right. Con Air.
We all know Con Air was an
Exactly.
amazing movie.
You can't even catch up. He's got so many movies you can't even
You
watch all of
can't.
Nicolas
You
Cage's
can't. You
movies.
can't.
Can't
Except
do it.
if you get back to Halloween, Nicolas Cage was in. Wait, was he in any of the Halloween movies? Maybe not.
No.
No.
It was, Interview with a Vampire.
Interview with. Oh, remember that? He was a
Yes.
vampire. Now, GC, did you see that Interview with a Vampire? GC did see it.
Of course.
Right,
That's
we're
a
getting the nod.
Classic Nick
GC
Cage.
will tell you that from the dugout, like he's like he's a baseball coach. You're just getting signals from it. GC,
Right.
did you see Interview with a
Yeah.
Vampire with Nicolas Cage?
Yep. I
And
can't
that-
even see GC.
You can't see him.
I got the blind
You have
spot.
to trust me
That's
that
right.
I indeed can
I
see
get the
him.
second. The
Right.
second.
Almost
from you.
like being told about, did you see Dr. Paul? See, because you saw Dr. Paul.
I saw Dr. Paul.
I didn't. Did I bring Dr. Paul to the Holy Land,
Yes.
to CineCity?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yes. I was
Did
there.
he give me any kind of credit? Did he give me any kind of acknowledgement, even a GC nod?
Yep.
No, he
No,
did not.
nothing.
He shook it off like a baseball pitcher on the mound. Right. But that's okay. We're going to forgive Dr.
That's
Paul
right.
because we love him and he's our friend.
And speaking back about Halloween, there are a couple events coming
Ow.
up that are coming up. So
Ow,
they
ow,
have
ow.
what's called Arts in the Dark, which
Arts-
is Saturday, October 18th, and it's
Oh.
like a nighttime parade where they have puppets and costumes and stuff like that.
No,
So
really?
that's
And you can
coming up.
and kids will be there and
No,
they can
it's-
dress up.
It's nighttime, so I think it's more adult orientated.
Adult Halloween.
Yes.
And let's talk about that. And that's back to what I wanted to talk to you about was Halloween is quickly becoming the most celebrated
Right.
holiday in the United States because adults partake in it now. It was
Right.
for kids. Remember that?
Oh, for sure.
Halloween was
All of us kids became adults. We're like, we
sure,
like it.
because we learned to barter and trade.
Right.
I have 3 Butterfingers. I want none of those. What is that? That little orange peanut that we use for doorstops? Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Right.
no,
Nobody wants that.
It's funny. I saw a bag of those today.
You saw a bag
And
of
I
what?
yelled out in
You
the
saw a
store,
bag of what?
Circus peanuts.
Bag of those.
The circus
There's
peanuts.
the
And I
name,
was like,
circus peanuts.
right there.
Never saw those at the
Yeah.
circus, but I
No.
was too busy checking
No.
out the elephants and the clowns.
Exactly.
That's right.
Wait a second.
Send in the clowns. Wait a minute. I understand. But I'd like to say something about Halloween is these kids. Yeah.
Send in the clowns.
Did you bring a prop? Why is the prop gone?
Because you can only do it for a second. And
Murph,
then
I want to tell you, you're clowning around now.
Hey, if I heard anything about clowns, I got Clown Bud, and we were jesters before that.
Oh,
Yes.
G-Bos, I don't know.
So there is
Ringmaster Ned, Bozo,
one, definitely.
WGN.
But there is a holiday parade for kids on October 15th, and it's
so-
the Haunted Halstead Halloween Parade.
The Haunted Halstead. You can't say, try
Exactly,
saying
right?
trying saying that with a
Haunted
couple,
Halstead
with
Halloween
a couple
Parade.
of brewskis in you, my
Yeah,
friend.
So that's a daytime one
the
for
Haunted
kids.
Halloween Halstead Hop
Parade.
Parade. Oh,
It's a lot of parades.
A lot of parades. Parades are important.
Exactly.
You know, everybody. That's the thing about a parade is everybody gets to participate. Right?
Right.
There's no
exactly.
non-participants. Even the people watching the parade are part of the parade.
Exactly.
So you're marching in the parade and you're wearing a red nose or doing your thing. And even
can-
a Halloween parade.
You can jump into the parade if you're just standing in the parade.
That's
if you're
right,
watching
and-
the parade, you can always become a part of the
and
parade.
most people, even though you're not in full costume tonight, Murph,
Yes.
and I don't know if you cleared that with the Garden Gnome Society.
Not yet.
Right. But I mean, even garden gnomes need clowns.
Yes.
Right. They need clowns. And even if you're maybe a clown and you're celebrating Halloween, I'd like to say this. A lot of little kids love to dress up as their favorite characters.
Correct.
So you've got maybe the cast from what's that In and Out or what's that movie? Inside Out.
Inside
Out.
Out, yes.
Or you've got Aladdin, or you've got maybe the Transformers, right?
Correct.
And I remember I used to be dressed up in my little outfit, right? And I'd be walking around Evanston or even Elmhurst, and I'd be walking around. By the way, these are both Chicago towns that a lot of you people don't know anything about, which is fine with me.
You're
But
going to learn.
You're going.
You're
Wow,
gonna learn about
that's
Evanston.
the Chicago way. You're gonna learn. Okay, so there you are, and you're in your costume, and of course the people at the how you knock, right? And when you knock, they open the door,
Right.
and you say,
Trick or treat.
trick or treat, right? And they always lean down and look at you and they go, what are you supposed to be? Right? And I open my bag and I go, I'm supposed to be 10 houses down from here. Can you hurry up and just give me all the candy you can? I don't have time for this, right?
Nice.
I'm a busy man. You know, and I've got to collect as much candy
Of course.
as I can from these fools
Those are
who
your
are so foolishly giving it away.
and that's your rations. That's your rations for next couple
my
months.
God. Murph is see what you didn't know about a garden gnome is that they are survivalists because people don't.
Yes.
Sadly enough, they don't invite gnomes inside the house. They live in the garden, and gnomes don't eat garden food because it's around all day. Never mind, it's against the gnome code.
It won't help the beard grow at all.
It won't
if
help
you're
the
just
beard
eating
grow. And I
vegetables.
mean, what are you going to eat? Radishes and cucumbers and watermelon, which is that sounds fun, but it's really not good gnome chow. No, you know, and I'd have to ask a hobbit or somebody else who would know. And then we're mixing stories here. You know,
we can get some hobbits on.
right?
We gotta
Is
talk
that
some
is that
hobbits.
J.R. Tolkien?
Yes.
Is J.R.R. Tolkien, or is it just one R? I'm not really sure.
I think it's 2.
I think it's 2. Maybe you're stuttering. J.R.R. He should have wrote a pirate movie. That'd be fun. But that's the way you celebrate Halloween in Chicago. And Murph, do we have any other beautiful topics that melt with Halloween?
Well,
like melts in your hands, not in your mouth.
There's a couple more things
melts
happening.
in your mouth, not in your hands.
There's haunted tours you can take. Those are year round.
Oh, that's scary.
One of them's on a river.
On
and
a
it's-
river.
It's with the sea dog.
Do you want me to really get into the river right now?
We're just bringing it up the river, and then there's tours by foot
Why
too,
does
so you
the
can
river
walk around.
raise and lower?
Gravity.
We covered this.
We covered this. We
covered
figured it
this.
out.
It doesn't
actually
need
gravity.
We don't. Right. I have a
They open it
fascination.
up,
Wait a minute.
goes
What do they do?
down, They open it.
They open it.
Goes down.
And it goes
they
down.
Close it.
Does it come
goes
back up?
Yes, it does.
So they open it. It goes down and it
Yes.
comes back up. And that sounds like a cabinet, but no, it's a river.
So,
Or
but
is that a river cabinet? That's what a lock is. It's a cabinet for the river.
I think it's a door, and then you lock the door.
That's what the feds never understood.
So
And
the next
wise
thing-
guys were just, go ahead.
because we're speaking of Halloween.
Halloween.
So
I love
also
Halloween.
we're coming up to fall. You know,
You know,
kids are
can I
back
say?
in
Can I
school.
tell you one thing about Halloween? And yes, I do
Yes.
want to talk about going back to school.
Yeah.
But I asked my ex what she was doing for Halloween.
Okay.
She said nothing. I said, why don't you come by my house, sit in a window? You can scare all the kids on my block.
Ba-dum-bum.
I hope you're
Nice.
listening, Misty. Love you guys. Right? I mean, right. I should have known better. Misty,
Exactly.
give me a break.
Right? Come
You
on.
know, I'm Brian, the world's most boring name. You know, is a Brian here? Like 9 guys raise their hand on the
Right?
airplane. You know,
It's
somebody's hurt on the airplane. Is there a doctor in the house? Maybe no one. Is there a Brian on board? Everybody pushing, shoving.
Brian is my father's name and my brother's name.
Oh my God. This is a crime.
I'm surrounded by Brians.
This is a crime.
Right?
So what happens in the fall after Halloween or during
Well,
Halloween?
so basically, this is like if you want to really get the Chicago style,
the Chicago style
experience,
podcast.
what
This is
they're
the
basically
experience.
saying is like you got to go check out Millennium Park, go to
Millennium Park.
Cloudgate
Oh, Cloudgate.
to see all the changing.
Now,
of
is that the
yeah,
bean?
that's the bean.
But you called it Cloudgate.
Well, that's the name of the art project.
That
It's
is
called Cloudgate.
so the actual name of the bean.
That is correct.
The Chicago bean, where everybody goes,
Yes.
and it's just a big mirror. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
sorry if you
it's
guys
okay.
love the bean and I
mean,
love the bean.
It's awesome.
But it
It's
is just a
pretty
mirror.
cool.
It's just a mirror.
Well, it's a gate. If you look into it, you can expand. I'm just kidding.
oh, wait a minute. So
It's supposed to be that you're
It's-
supposed to look in it and see like
and the clouds.
everything in the cloud.
It's a
gate.
cloud gate.
Right. Or it got in trouble, like a Watergate thing.
Water, any gate.
Any
Any
gate.
gate. Now, let me
Any
ask you
gate will
something.
work.
Let me ask. Now, we see a lot of modern art like,
Yes.
and we mentioned Monet earlier on the Chicago Style podcast with Murph and Brian.
That's right.
But we did also mention Monet and artwork, and now you're
Yes.
mentioning more artwork in beautiful
Correct.
Chicago, which is the Cloud Gate.
Yes.
Okay, who sold us that?
We got to find that
Yeah,
out.
who said?
But
Hey,
if you want to talk about
Who
it a
called
little
Mayor
bit-
Daley and was like, "Listen, Rich, you're not going to believe what I'm sitting in front of right now. This gorgeous, beautiful jelly bean that somebody melted in a microwave for half an hour and covered with mirrored tile. You're going to love it. Just put it there. I don't care. Sounds good." And I don't know if that's Richie's actual. And I did meet the mayor. His honor. He used to
Nice.
come see me sing at Italian Village, Monroe and Dearborn. That's right, Italian Village. Been there 120 years. Great food. GC, have you ever eaten at Italian Village, by the way? Listen, owned by the Al Capitanini and his family. Wonderful,
Yes.
amazing Italian food. And right, and I want to
back to Cloudgate.
back to
to
Cloudgate,
Cloudgate.
which is, by the way, Cloudgate is 1.5 blocks away from the Palmer House
That's
and Italian
right,
Village.
right
And
there.
go back to the Cloudgate before I run down the street and end up in Wheeling.
So
Right.
basically, it was the construction was funded by private donors. So it was a private thing that got the money for it.
Okay.
So no one sold
the
it to
city,
them?
I'm sorry. The city may not have even purchased Cloud
Right.
Gate.
It came from private donors.
Donated.
And then the artist is the guy by the name of Anish Kapoor.
Anish Kapoor.
He designed it, and then the construction
Very
started
similar
in
to Yum
2004.
Kapoor, which
Very,
makes me
very,
hungry.
very.
Makes me hungry when I say it. Yum Kapoor. It's delicious.
But they say, like, in fall time, go check out that. Go check out all the parks, like Lincoln Park, Jackson Park.
Yeah, I love Lincoln Park. Lincoln Park Zoo, one of my favorites.
Exactly. They say check out the zoos because
That's
they have all the
right.
different foliage and stuff
Dr.
like
Lester Fisher, if you're a Chicagoan of some age, of a certain age like I am, you remember Dr. Lester Fisher and Ziggy, the very large elephant.
that. No, I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah,
That's
sure.
classic Chicago right
Ziggy,
there.
yeah.
Classic Chicago style
That's
right there.
I forget the name of that.
Also, the Mortimer Arboretum, which is out.
Did you say the Morton Arboretum?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Woo, for a second, I thought you said something completely different.
Nope.
No,
Sorry.
no, he didn't.
I'm a little.
The
little
Morton
dry
Arboretum,
mouth.
by the way, is a beautiful facility. I live near the Morton Arboretum. I live in Downers Grove, and I will tell you something about the Morton Arboretum, folks. This place houses outdoor, wonderful foliage from all over the United States. Pine trees you will never see in Chicagoland
Right.
that are from the red clay of Atlanta. You'll see cactus from Arizona.
Blue trees from I don't remember where, but they were blue.
Velvet.
Yeah, but you go
Blue
there
trees.
during the fall time, you get to see all those
So
changing of the
much,
colors.
so much foliage and beautiful. You're right. It's a great time to
Yep.
go to Morton Arboretum because it is fall.
right.
And fall has the changing colors that we all love so much. And we drive around sometimes your parents will drive you
Yeah.
around and you're not happy about it because when you're a kid, you could care less what color a tree is. But, the parents are like, look at that birch. And you're like, I just want to get back to my PlayStation. But, which is fine. But you're right. The Morton Arboretum is a beautiful facility. It's located, I believe, in lovely Lisle, Illinois.
Yeah.
By the way, the Morton Arboretum is owned by the same family that owns Morton Salt.
Let's see. I didn't
That's
know that.
right. Yeah.
Huh?
The
Interesting.
Morton Arboretum, Morton Salt. Also, the Morton family owned the Hard Rock hotels and the Hard Rock hotel chains.
So now they own the Salt Shed.
And now they own where you can see great music. I'm sure that GC has been to the Salt Shed, which they have great functions down there, right on my favorite topic, the river.
The river.
The
Yeah,
river,
it
which
is right on the
raises
river.
and lowers.
I will be at the Morton Salt Shed on September 18th to see the Viagra Boys.
The Viagra
Yes,
Boys.
the
Yes.
Swedish band.
A Swedish?
Swedish post-punk band. Yes.
Swedish post. Try saying
Yeah,
another.
Swedish post-punk.
Wow.
Right?
I want to see
I'm
you
getting
that
'em.
day,
I'm
buddy.
getting 'em.
Yeah, the Viagra Boys.
Yes, the Viagra Boys.
Now listen, for me, just for me and my preference, and the Viagra Boys, if this does end up someday airing in Sweden, you said?
Yes.
If it, I'm what you call a Cialis boy.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Right, we can
isn't
use
that fun?
It is fun.
Well, it keeps people happy.
Well, now we got to start a post-punk band.
Oh,
get this going.
GC, can you grab us an amp and a couple guitars? That's right. We can just start the Cialis boys.
That's right.
And
the
I
Cialis-
don't know.
Or Cialis guys.
Cialis guys. Yeah, I
guys.
don't. Yeah, we're Chicagoans.
Right.
We don't want to be
We're
the
not
boys.
Right.
Backstreet. All right. Yeah, right. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. But we were talking about the zoo and
Yes.
Morton Arboretum.
Yes.
And that's a very Chicago thing.
Oh,
by the way.
definitely. And the Chicago Botanical Gardens
Hard,
too is
Hard Rock. Hard Rock.
Oh, Hard Rock.
Yeah, Hard Rock is owned by the Morton family also.
That's
Well,
right.
actually, let me rephrase that. And you guys can know this because I'm telling you that the Seminole tribe now owns, they purchased from the Morton family the Hard Rock label.
Okay.
Right. So when you go down to Florida, if you notice, you're in Hollywood, Florida, and they've got that big guitar-shaped hotel.
Yeah,
By the way, that's not like that for
right.
any strange reason.
Exactly.
Right, but that guitar-shaped hotel is now owned by, as I like to call them, the tribe, which I'm a member of, by the way.
Nice.
Yes, my mom is Panther Clan, if you're wondering.
Okay.
And the Seminole tribe is chopped up into little bunches of people who just like each other a whole bunch. No, they don't. But Panther Clan is what my mom comes from, I guess you'd say. But she knows little to none about it, even though I seem to.
Okay.
If you ever notice your parents don't care about their
Sometimes
lineage, but you do.
Sometimes it skips a generation, I believe is the term.
Yeah, right. I'm sure GC sits at home going, Mom, Dad, but we're Italian. Right. And they're like, Right. So you never know.
Right.
But
exactly.
and listen, and I'll end it this way because we all love Italian restaurants, like I said earlier, Italian Village on Monroe and Dearborn, like I said. But there's no American Indian restaurants rolling around too much, are there?
No,
Yeah. Do you
you're
guys
right.
want some more deer hide?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we're full.
Right.
Thank you very much. Right, venison, yes.
I was gonna say I got a pound of venison in my fridge right now.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm gonna make some venison.
Where's the rest of
meatballs.
that deer?
Well, I don't know. I
As
got
Dud-
it from the store. It was on sale.
Oh,
but-
as Dudley Moore once said, "Where's the rest of this?"
well, how
moose?"
about this? I'll eat the plastic, so I use every part of what I bought.
Oh my gosh! Wow, isn't that? I thought now microplastic is a problem.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
are
a
you
big
worried
problem.
about microplastics?
You know,
What can you do?
I think
They're
we're just-
micro.
I think we're all plastic. At
We're
this
all-
point.
Mr.
just
Roboto. Yeah, right. Who knows?
It'll help out.
Do we have any other topics today,
Well, yeah,
my friend?
I think what we were talking about earlier was
yes.
sudden death.
Oh well,
and what
not
you-
in sports. Not in
No.
sports, sudden death,
No,
like when they play
not-
football
not
and
overtime.
they kick a field goal and the other team's like, oh
you know,
no.
just
Right.
and this is a kind
Which
of
better
more,
not
this-
happen to the Bears this week. I'll tell you that, or
there
next
you-
week,
right?
because we are all hyped about the Bears here in Chicago, my friend. My friend.
Yes.
Okay. The Bears, the Bears
The
are going to be
Bears.
wonderful. They're going to be magnificent. If Tyson quarterbacks, no, I'm kidding. I'm a big friend. I'm a big believer in Caleb Williams, and I think the Bears are going to be great. And they've got a new offensive line, and they should be wonderful. They better not be too offensive. I'll tell you
There
that,
you go.
because if they're offensive, you know what that means. So
Stinker.
the stinker. Well, the Bears are not going to stink. The Bears are going to be great, and we've all been waiting for the Bears to be great,
That's
so we
right.
can sing "Bear Down, Chicago Bears."
That's right.
Well,
And we need a new shuffling crew song.
we knew. Oh,
That'd
remember
be
that?
nice.
We are the Bears, shuffling
right.
crew.
it was classic.
Something on down, working for you.
Right.
Mama's boy Otis, one of a kind. The ladies all love me from my body and my mind. I don't know if that was actually, as Giancarlo would say, a true statement. You know, Brian, we'd like to keep the parameters of the Chicago Style Podcast truthful.
Right. Well, I think today was mostly truthful, right?
I think today
Yeah.
was mostly
There
truthful.
we didn't really have to say allegedly,
Alle-
right?
We just did.
Well,
we
didn't-
just said
we
allegedly.
just- not in the,
I
not
feel
in the
I feel
way.
allegedly we did mention.
Yeah, we mentioned
allegedly.
it, but we didn't
My
have
friend.
to.
You may
go
want
in
to
there.
seek legal counsel,
right.
my friend.
We might have to, yeah.
Here on the Chicago
Right.
Style Podcast, are we going to need legal counsel?
Right. We might have to talk to Dr. Paul.
Dr. Paul Petrangero,
That's right.
who's going to need he's going to need some counseling
Right.
of his own.
Can't wait to pop his picture.
Oh,
Be like,
pop.
this is him right here.
That's here he is, the one and only Dr. Paul. By the way, and my kids call Dr. Paul Uncle Paul.
Nice.
And that is wonderful. And he saved me many times when my kids were like, "Man, Daddy, my teeth hurt." I go, "Can't you wait till 2:30?" So, but anyway, which is funny. And the kids don't find it funny when their teeth hurt.
Nope.
But is it our fault that children's teeth just fall out all the time?
It's a part of the process.
It's a part, right? Why?
Yep.
Why do they make us where here you are, you're running around, you're 6 years old, and all of a sudden your teeth hurt. And then they all need to fall out, and because they're little teeth,
Right.
and then they're replaced by big teeth.
Yep.
It's just right.
I would like to have a third. You
like to have a third,
just like a new
just
in
a-
your 50s.
just
You get
a-
you
another
grow new-
running
new-
of teeth, right?
For
Sure.
the next 30 years.
Oh,
just
wouldn't
get
that
some-
be fantastic
right?
to have
Yeah.
another bunch of teeth fall out of your mouth?
Can we talk to somebody about that?
Dr. Paul, we could
Dr.
talk to
Paul.
Paul about
Dr.
that.
Paul.
Right. I thought that like
think
teeth
if we
should
get
be
some-
like a haircut and,
Trim 'em.
doesn't hurt at all. You trim
New.
your teeth.
Yeah.
Right. But it doesn't work like that.
No.
Do you have any other topics to talk about aside from pizza and Dr. Paul?
Yeah, like I said, if
Lincoln
we
Park
if
Zoo?
we were gonna kind of do like a list of what we wouldn't want to be found
Oh,
if we passed away,
my
and
goodness.
what we would want to be found.
Well,
if we got
and
found.
speaking of Halloween, part
Yes.
of the enamor, part of the fun of Halloween
spookiness.
is the spookiness of, maybe, possibly one day you're going to wake up
Right,
dead
and be a
you
ghost.
won't be alive anymore.
Right,
And
and
won't that be scary?
And you wake up and you look over and you're ghost and everyone finds you. And then what's laying around?
Right.
What do you want them
Well,
to find?
the last thing you want to do is be found. Okay.
Right.
Now this is just my opinion. So if you pass away, okay, and we all will pass away someday. I hate to bring the show down to an odd level here.
no,
but
we're bringing it back.
We're bringing it back.
Right.
We're bringing it way back. We're going to bring
Yeah.
it so back.
We got this.
My old job was a mom back.
Ooh.
Right. And people said, "What's a mom back, Brian?" I go, "Mom back, mom back." Right. And that's it. That's the whole gig. But if you are in the state of maybe passing away, you can prepare for it. But if you just pass away naturally quickly, you don't want to have a bunch of maybe magazines you don't want anybody to see next to your bed, or perhaps something strange on your phone while you're laying there.
Right. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, what
what's
was
that?
he looking at when he passed away? Or anything odd like maybe an old prescription bottle.
I was just even thinking like just a dirty bathroom, like they come find you, your bathroom's dirty.
Oh, wouldn't it be awful?
Plates in the dish,
all your old socks laying around.
And there's like a crusty fun towel somewhere.
Listen, and you always wonder what the it's the ambulance drivers have to come and pick you up, right? Yeah. And they're like, oh my gosh, exactly. Look at this. Yeah. Hey, Mike,
empty beer bottles.
Hey, Mike, what do you think this is?
Right. Exactly.
Right, you're right. And you're laying there. Well, your body's laying there, but you're hovering 10 feet above your body, going, "Oh, guys,
come on! Don't look over there. Just keep it moving.
Those are Crayolas. Don't touch those."
Right.
That's
but here's something you can do.
Oh,
you can leave stuff right before you go to bed. So if they do find it, they're you leave a list of what you're going to do the next day. Like, I'm going to work out.
Oh, you're so busy.
Right. You're so busy.
You're so busy that you couldn't pass away.
Half glass of water laying there.
George Burns was 100 years old when he died. He's just an old comedian. And they asked George, you keep working. You're 99, you're 98, 100 years old. How do you keep working? And he goes, George said, I can't die. I'm booked. Right. And he smoked all the cigars. Remember all the cigars that George Burns smoked?
Crazy.
And his doctor was not happy about that. And his doctor said to him, George, how many cigars do you smoke a day? And George said, well, I think I smoke anywhere from 9 to 10 to 11 cigars.
It's crazy.
Right. And he said, that's too many. I want you to cut back on all those cigars. And George didn't follow his doctor's directions. And they asked him, they said, well, what does your doctor say now that you don't follow his directions? He goes, I'm not sure. My doctor said. Right. So, right. And he just kept living. So, right. Classic George Burns. Yep. Any other topics? Should I find some topics? I don't know. We've talked about pizza. We've talked about Dr. Paul twice. We've talked about cigars, George Burns, the river. Strangely enough, we've talked about the river, and we've talked about Halloween, which is my favorite topic, and also pizza. We brought up how many topics do you like on your pizza?
Me, I'm a 2 topics.
2 topics. Giancarlo's the 3 topics. And listen, I don't know how much time we have left, Giancarlo. But it could be almost time. I don't know. I'm not sure. But if it's not almost time, there's a few things I'd like to talk about.
What do you got, buddy?
Well, I want to talk about the fact that after Halloween, because if you notice, it's getting a little chillier out.
Right.
It's heading towards my favorite holiday, Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice.
Now, I like Thanksgiving because you don't have to buy anything for anybody,
Nice.
But you do have to buy food. And then you're expected to bring food.
Yes.
What are you going to bring to Thanksgiving? Now, you can't bring the turkey. They're going to have the turkey. Right. And Italians have the Feast of the 7 Wonders, and it's lasagna, and it's more lasagna, and then it's some cannoli, and then it's some maybe Italian beef. That's kind of a Chicago thing.
Right.
And then there's always not only rigatoni, but spicy rigatoni. Okay. And then there's spicy vodka rigatoni. And as they said on The Sopranos, what? No fucking ziti? But maybe I shouldn't have F-bombed. I'm sorry. And Giancarlo, can you take care of that F-bomb if it needs to be taken care of? I was told we could occasionally.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
am I mistaken in saying that I do believe in this very same studio, there's a podcast called Chicago Crime. Or something like that, right? I'm sure on Chicago Crime, there's a few F-bombs dropped around because what is a good crime without a few F-bombs?
We don't have censors.
This is the world of podcasting where now I don't know anything about Chicago Crime. I grew up with a few interesting characters who were around I was in Evanston, you may have heard, but sure. There's a place called the Pickle Barrel at Howard and Western. And all the guys from River Forest would leave River Forest and come to the safety zone of Chicago. Western at Howard and Western.
Okay.
And they needed the Pickle Barrel, another place on Toohey called Jack's. But I don't want to get too much into it, folks, because we are going to have to start naming names. And then you won't see Brian Jurgens anymore. That's right. I'll
We
just
don't-
be
we
known
don't
as
want that.
a little man who's known for a name that sounds like he owns a lotion company, but he don't. But he don't. But that's maybe all I have today. I
All
really
right.
don't know if I have much more, but I'm sure in the editing room we can take care of that with a couple of beautiful. What do you call now? When you edit something, you stick in pictures and a little
Yes.
music
Sure.
and a little music and a little pictures,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, make it a little special, make it a little different.
Well, let me make sure I'm
Right.
okay up here in the hairdo department.
I believe so.
I believe so. And my co-host and beautiful man himself, otherwise known as the president of the Garden Gnomes here in the United States and all over the world. You said worldwide earlier, didn't you?
Worldwide.
Well, Christmas was worldwide.
Yes.
And I believe that gnomes are cousins of elves, and we know that elves work for Santa.
Yeah.
He must be a South Pole elf. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. You feeling strong, pal? Call me elf one more time.
That's right.
That's right. He goes, he's an angry elf. He runs down the table. Remember, isn't that great?
Good stuff.
Yeah, it is good stuff.
Yep.
But my co-host Murph and the Magic Tones, and I'm Brian, known as Brian Jurgens or Brian Schyler, and we are the Chicago Style Podcast with our good friend Giancarlo, the man on the wheels of steel back there. I don't know
Right.
what does an engineer
He's
do?
on the ones and the twos.
The ones and the twos.
making us
Camera
look
one,
good.
camera two.
He's making us
He's
sound
making
good,
us look good and sound good. That's right.
which
and that's
isn't
fun.
easy.
Which isn't easy. That's right. I took all the mirrors out of my house. I was tired of being depressed. Folks, we love it when you tune into the Chicago Style Podcast. And yes, we do miss and love our Becca.
Yes,
But
Becca.
Becca is
She'll be
otherwise
back soon.
detained.
She's on location right now.
She's on location.
She's
That's
on
right.
location. We got her working hard, but she'll be back.
Oh, man, we're hardly working. We're not sure.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Maybe she's at Irish Times. Pardon me, Brookfield.
Whoa.
Take it
Hello.
easy. Hello. Folks, we'll be back next time. We love seeing you here at the wonderful CineCity, which is
Yes.
just the
Thank you,
Mecca.
CineCity.
Thank you,
The
CineCity.
best.
Thank you, Stan. Thank you, Giancarlo. We love you. And we'll see you next time, folks. We're out of here.
Chicago Style Podcast.
Audi 5000.